major new recruitment campaign.
Question number 7, the Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Associate Minister of Education. Does he stand by all the statements of the Minister of Education and those of her ministry regarding Novopay?
The Honourable Craig Foss.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Yes, I stand by the Minister's statements in the context that they were made. Payroll is an operational matter for the Ministry of Education, but in general, I do stand by their statements about Novopay issues.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Does he agree with the Minister of Education's answer to oral questions on the 20th of September that schools, not the Ministry, should compensate teachers for any penalties they incur as a result of payroll glitches?
The Honourable Craig Foss.
Mr Speaker, I can't recall that exact answer, but Mr Speaker, right now we are concentrating on making sure Novopay is implemented and operating correctly as intended and as contracted to with Talent 2.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Will the Ministry or Talent 2 be compensating schools for the time and money they've spent on fixing payroll mistakes resulting from the Novopay system? And if not, why not?
The Honourable Craig Foss.
Mr Speaker, no decisions have been made in that matter right now. We're concentrated on making sure that, as well as the 90,000 that get paid correctly, the balance of relievers and other non-full-time staff matters are administered correctly.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Thank you, Minister. So what assurance has he sought from the Ministry and Talent 2 that the backlog of more than 4,000 errors remaining from Novopay's first 2 paydays will be fixed and that the system will be fully operational prior to the Christmas pay period so teachers and support staff are not left out of pocket?
The Honourable Craig Foss.
Thank you, the member for the question. Yes, about 10 days ago there were 8,000 errors. Right now there's about 3,200 remaining. I have a commitment from the Secretary of Education and Talent 2 that they will be completed by the end of this week. I think the 9th of November, this Friday, is the intention.
Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
In 2008, when the Novopay Project Board was established, did he confirm an implementation plan was in place to assure the successful switchover to Novopay at the go-live date this year?
The Honourable Craig Foss.
Mr Speaker, I got my warrant in December 2008. I can't recall anything of December 2008, but I'm quite sure at the time that the Novopay had been delayed for 2 years as further work was undertaken for the implementation, but I freely admit, Mr Speaker, that the implementation issues as far as particular reliever teachers has not been at all satisfactory, and we will be investigating that once the system is up and running, as we fully expect.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, the Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Regardless of when the Minister assumed his warrant, he's still responsible and he should know whether or not there was an implementation plan. That answer was vague, and if that was an answer, I'm a ballerina.
Order. 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 There you have it. I think, in fairness, though, the Minister, if I heard his answer correctly, said he didn't know what went on at that actual switchover point. But if the Minister can clarify that, I'd be very grateful.
Excuse me, I do need to clarify one thing, Mr Speaker. I got my ministerial warrant in Education 2011, not 2008.
I think that while the member is correct that the Minister remains responsible for events that took place prior to his time, he can't be expected necessarily to know all the details of that personally, and that's why I think the answer was not unreasonable. Question number 8, Dr. Jackie Blue.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Justice and asks, how is the government delivering on its better